if you're going to print money, there's no free lunch in our society. And so 26% more dollar volume in the last 6 months has shown up in Bitcoin, the art world, Hamptons real estate, et cetera. The $1.9 trillion stimulus, that's another 16% dollar volume. So you'll have 40% more dollars circulating than you did in the prior 244 years. That is a silent tax on American savers.
Look at how he steps and look how I step. Watch how I run up ramps and he stumbles down ramps, okay? Come on.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money. Who controls
on this? It's happening here and there. Between experiments like the one in upstate New York and others, plus stimulus checks, local and federal governments are spending billions of dollars and sending them directly to Americans. Is this a good test of your campaign platform, and do you think it'll catch on?
Of course it'll catch on, Shepard, because we're living it. Right.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory. Also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. And then also those who are shopping at both stores, much love, keep it coming. Now, of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. Right now, the market is a little up, but we do have a lot of the altcoins pumping big. Remember, guys, on the weekends, we are the only game in town. Do your research on the actual altcoins, guys. That's where your biggest profit is at. Now, of course, guys, make sure you are focused on the actual indicators. You have the volume. You have Tether. You have USDC, which hits 10 billion. And also, guys, do not forget we have the Fed facilities closing on the 31st. But we do know that the Fed increased the repo by 50 billion. Also, we have CME on the 26th. Of course, the other ones, Binance and whatnot, on the 26th. But do not forget, guys, CME is the biggest manipulator. It was just like BitMEX, the biggest manipulator. So we know we normally head down on the 26th because we have billions that are going to expire. Now, we also have Ethereum. We have $1.15 billion of futures that are going to actually expire. So definitely, guys, we're going to have a volatile week. But we know when the actual fifth comes, they need Bitcoin as collateral. Now, we have a few of the altcoins actually pumping now, guys. We have PundiX rallies 130% in 40 hours. We have BitTorrent. We have Tron. And all those cryptos have something in common. They're cheap. So with a few $100, you can be making money. You don't need 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 to make good money in the crypto space. Not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But we are in the most manipulated market ever in history. So definitely, guys, do your research so you can take advantage of it. This is the greatest transfer of wealth in history right in front of people's eyes, and they don't even see it. And they definitely don't care. Now we have Cardano is on regular Coinbase. Of course, it was on Coinbase Pro. Now it's on regular Coinbase. Definitely, we know Cardano is going to be a big piece of the actual puzzle. Now, let's get over into the crypto news. We have Africa. To achieve United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, it must digitize the economy. And that's during the C word. But guys, that's the whole world. The whole world has moved over to a digital economy due to the C word. That was the purpose. They did a lot of tests, guys. Remember, that's the reason why I played the video at the beginning. We know the fourth industrial revolution is coming. So you can either be on the right side of history or the wrong side of history. But either way, guys, it's definitely coming. Get your friends and family educated. Now, as you listen to the video at the beginning, we have Skybridge Capital's Scaramucci, which, guys, we know he's a part of the New World Order, and First Trust Advisors put in for an ETF. We also know Grayscale is putting in for an ETF. So we have all these companies putting in for an ETF. But guys, we have no regulation. We know these guys are getting in position to do what? That's right. Take your money. When it comes to Bitcoin, everything around it we see is speculation. That's the reason why it's the price that it is now. We know it's not being used, but they came up with the actual narrative of store of value. We know Bitcoin was supposed to be peer-to-peer payments, but the New World Order got together with those great minds, probably George Soros, Open Society, and came up with the store of value. And how do we know, guys, this is a narrative that they're selling? The reason why is that we see Michael Saylor up front, but the mistake they made is that Morgan Stanley came in and invested in MicroStrategy, guys. So basically, we know from Anthony Sutton, we know JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, we know that's all part of the New World Order's agenda. So as long as you understand the people that are in charge of the system, you can get ahead of it and see where we're going. That's the reason why I say, get yourselves invested in the fourth industrial revolution. You'll take care of yourself and your family. Not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research, but you have time to sit and invest. Sacrifice, that's what it takes in order to be successful. Educate yourselves on technology. Remember, when it comes to technology, it's good and evil. So therefore, when you see the evil, you can step aside. Do not fall for the devil's tricks. And you know I teach you that on the crypto channel. I give you the truth. Yes, the truth hurts. But what does it do? That's right. It sets you free. And that's what you always want to do, is keep the mind free. Because the masses get moved over. The masses don't even have their own thoughts. And we know when the fourth industrial revolution comes, with all this collecting of data, and they're not collecting this data for any reason. You know, I've showed it to you plenty of times. They'll know what you're buying, when you're buying it, what you're thinking, and then plus with these programmable digital currencies. You have to free yourself from the system. And how you do that? Yes, it's through the mind. Now we have BIS on CBDCs, basically saying if they work together, of course, it gets rid of the actual banking frictions, cross-border payments, convertible CBDCs. Guys, we definitely know it's coming. Is this going to be money moving at the speed of light, just like communication? And we know this is wonderful technology. Liquidity. If it's in the right hands, this would have been the greatest technology ever. If you have any type of earthquake, all the earthquakes we've been having, volcanoes, someone's injured, you can just send them peer-to-peer money. You don't have to worry about that third party. It was the greatest technology ever. And that's the reason why it's taking so long for it to come to the people, because they want to make sure that they're taking advantage of it on a private blockchain. And us, they want to be able to see everything so they can tax the globe. Also control what you're actually buying, selling. So therefore, the corporations benefit. If you have my book, you know corporations are the new government. And lastly, guys, we have Cambodia's Bakong Blockchain based payment system to reduce the dependence on the US dollar and help the unbanked. Now, guys, normally when we hear terminology as far as dependence on the US dollar, you would automatically hear war drums. But guys, we see it and hear it all over the place. We clearly know that the US dollar is no longer going to be the reserve currency of the world. Remember, the only reason why they did that was to take over the globe. Now that has been done, they bring in blockchain where they still can control the world, but give everybody their independence. So guys, get your friends and family educated in America because Babylon is definitely going to fall. And people are definitely going to take a hit. Yes, that free money is coming, but that free money has attachment. Those free airdrop USDCs are going to tell you what to buy, when to buy it, and how to buy it. So you definitely don't want to be a part of that system. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher, and the New World Order book. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, Cryptoteacher Stocks. Do not forget you have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, you got the at-home stocks, the C-word, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home getting free money or waiting on that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.